like I said, don't get it fucked up. This body game shit is very important because it gives you the access, it gives you the pool of women to pull from. But once you're able to pull from these type of women, what are you trying to do with them? Yeah, YouTube, what's good? Back with another video. You know the vibes. When I'm in the whip, you know where I'm going, you know where I'm coming from. Just leaving the gym, finna grab something to eat and head up Subway in a minute. But I don't want y'all to get this shit twisted with this body game shit. Like, I talk about it, and you know it's an important factor, but don't get that shit twisted. It's all gonna boil down to sex. You know what I'm saying? You gonna get into a situation where you dealing with a girl, like, you know it's gonna piss a bitch off more than anything. If you got the body, you handsome, you know, you got the look, this, that, and the third, and you can have the money, you can have the status, all of that shit. You can have all of this shit, check all of these boxes. And then you get into the room with a bitch and you can't lay it down. Talk about catfish, nigga. Talk about catfish. That's why, you ever wonder why you will fuck with a bitch and y'all, you know, get there and then you fuck and then you'll never hear from her again. She'll ghost you. She don't want to link up no more. Why you think that is? And you one of the top picks. You got everything else that checks the box, but she don't want to fuck with you no more. Why you think that is? Cause you didn't knock the bottom out of her. You didn't fuck her properly. You ain't handle business how you supposed to. So that shit right there will be the main shit. Like, do not get that shit twisted. It always boils down to sex, my nigga. That's why you can be a ugly dude. You can be shit. The short, fat, whatever. But you go in there and handle business like you supposed to, you'll get a second chance. She'll hit you up before the other dude. Like, that shit carries a lot of weight. Like, cause girls want to get pleased. Girls, you know, you ask any bitch, girls say niggas ain't fucking bitches right. Most niggas can't fuck. Most niggas can't make girls come. Right? So you gotta be that unicorn that's able to do that shit. You gotta be that unicorn that can itch that scratch you looking for. You gotta be able to go in there and knock the bottom out of this bitch. You can take it how you want, but even from personal experience, you know, I don't know if any of y'all might have had it. You know, some dudes can relate, but you ever been able to bag like a bad bitch? Like, let's say the baddest bitch you ever been able to get with, right? And you're vibing, you get her back to the spot where y'all, you know, gonna handle business at, and boom, you can't get up. You can't get up. Or, you know, you're not as hard as you're supposed to be. You're not on your A game. You just fucked it all. You just fumbled the bag, bro. I know y'all can relate to that shit. I had this shit happen to me. That shit, and she's not gonna fuck with you again. You know what I'm saying? That's a bad review right there. That's why I say every time you go in there to handle business, especially on your first couple encounters, especially your first time, but your first 1 to 2 encounters, you gotta go in there A game. Every time you gotta go in there and punish her shit so that you get good reviews on that group chat. You know what I'm saying? That's the last thing you want, for her to be out there telling people that, oh yeah, man, he look like this, yeah, but he got a little meat, or he can't fuck, it sucked. It's the last thing you want, bro. So yeah, the body game is important because, you know, it gives her that, it brings out that, you know, that animal instinct in her. It lights that fire under her. You know, she's imagining you doing these things to her. But it's, like I said too, it's about your mindset, it's about your aura, and it's about your sex. It's always gonna boil down to sex. Y'all can kick, scream, and say whatever you want, but bro, I promise you, it always boils down to sex. That's why girls will fuck with a dude who ain't got shit going for himself. You know, sleeping on their couch, you know, taking their car and shit like that. But he's slinging that meat. He's knocking the bottom out of her. He working with that gut buster 3000. You know what I'm saying? He's knocking the bottom out of this bitch. That gives him, it gives you more room to operate. It gives you a longer string. It gives you a longer rope when you able to handle business. You know, so that just all goes into being the best version of yourself and becoming, you know, the master of the universe and shit like that. You want to have you want to be all encompassing. You know, you want to have the masculine mindset, you know, the alpha mindset. You want to be aware of shit that's going on. You want to have the physical presence, the look, the body, the aura, the hygiene, you know, all of that. You want to have the fashion. You want to have the income. And you want to be good in bed. You got to know how to fuck. You got to know how to fuck. Because I promise you, you not being good in the bed will erase all of that shit at the top of the list. It'll erase all that shit at the top of the list. Because she's thinking about that whole time she's doing that, she's selecting you, she's looking at your frame, she's like, look at them hands, look at that shoulder, that nigga so fine. I can't wait to give him some pussy. Like, and then boom, you get in there, she dripping wet for you, she's doing these things for you, and then it's your time to operate. You get in there and you coming quick, you know, you busting fast, you know, you're not hitting the spots like you supposed to. Your mouth, if you into that, your mouth game ain't on point. I promise you, it'll turn a girl off. Like I've had girls that we wasn't in relationships, you know, you just be fucking with bitches, and I've had girls that would still hit me up after the fact. You know, they could be in relationships and shit like that where, you know, they not happy or they not getting pleased right, and they'll call me or hit me up and see what I'm doing, you know, try to get back in the mix with me, because they know that I'm gonna handle business. And then I've had girls like I was dealing with where I knew I wasn't performing like that, so I could only imagine that they was probably going to fuck another dude. Like, we all get cheated on. Or not even if you in a relationship with a girl, she got a better option. That's why I say it's always a roster spot, because no matter what, when you the star player, that where you at text, it'll tell you where you positioned on the roster. If she's ready, if she don't call, my thing about this too, if she don't call you when she drunk, then you not that nigga. You not her star player. Because when she's drunk like that, and she's out, you know, after a long night, she want to come home, or she want to get back to the spot, she want to get handled, who you think she gonna call? She not gonna call the dude that can't fuck. She gonna call the dude that she know gonna come and put that meat down on her, and just gonna come and knock the bottom out of this bitch. Understand that with women, like, they'll go down a little bit in quality of look. Matter of fact, they'll go down in quality of looks to go up in quality in sex. That's just a fact. Girls will go down in quality and look to go up in quality in sex. That shit, it matters that much to them. And I hear, you know, you could talk about whatever her imprint is, you know, she can, you know, she might prefer these type of dudes because that's her imprint. But you can also, if you good enough and you ignite something in her where, you know, you putting it down constantly, this, that, and the third, you can rewrite the imprint. You can rewrite her imprint. It's gonna take a lot of work, but you want to have that option to be able to be like that, though. That's why I say you always gotta take care of your sexual health, because you gotta be ready at a moment's notice. You don't know, especially if you just out here dating, or, you know, you just in the mix, you in the field still. You never know what kind of, you know, you go out, you don't know what the night might bring. You don't never know what the night calls for. You might just be trying to go out, chill, have a good time, and then boom, you in a situation where you know, now you got a girl, you got a bad bitch with you, and you about to handle business. You don't want to be sitting there limp dick, you know, because you've been beating your meat all week and shit, like, or you ain't got the stamina, you know, that's the drugs and shit like that. It all take away from your vitality, it all take away from your strength, it all take away from your oomph when you in there. So that's why I say you gotta work out, get your stamina, get your core right, you know, have your blood flowing through your body right, so you can be ready whenever the time calls. You be ready at a moment's notice. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be ready for when the opportunities present themselves. But yeah, I promise you ain't shit gonna piss a bitch off than she thinking you this select, this dominant or this powerful aura, and you get in there and you cannot satisfy her. You don't know how to touch her right. You don't know how to get her engine started. You don't know what you're doing once you in there. And then once you in there, you coming in fucking 2 seconds. Coming in a minute. Talk about mad. Talk about cut off. Talk about ghosted. Talk about bad reviews. Listen. This is, I mean, you can take whatever I'm saying. You can think it's bullshit, but I promise you, this is from personal experiences, and this is from conversations I have with my friends and other dudes. Like, it's that real. You go in there and you can't get up. You can't get up. She might just kick you out. She might just, or she'd be like, it's okay. It's okay. But you know deep down, like, damn, bro, I missed your chance. You don't want to be dropping the ball like that. So always, don't, like I said, don't get it fucked up. This body game shit is very important because it gives you the access, it gives you the pool of women to pull from. But once you're able to pull from these type of women, what are you trying to do with them? You trying to handle business, right? So being that is the final goal, you know, of that interaction, you got to make sure you're able to do that. But that's all I'm gonna talk on right now. Like I said, I'm gonna keep getting more and more into this throughout the week, but that's all I got for y'all. Until next time, it was Wolfgang Peak, this Wolfgang lifestyle, and I'm out.